This is not the country I grew up in.
This isn't about just this election. This is about a long-term movement. What we've seen from the Democratic and Republican parties, where they've brought this country, is absolutely tragic. We're the only country in the industrialized world that doesn't provide essential health care coverage for all of our citizens. People fundamentally know that the system is broken, and I'm talking about both the electoral system and the system of governance.
We need to get over this idea that we can't do it, that it's too difficult, that things will never change. We need a broad-based people's democracy movement in this country.
There is a very different way in this country, and we can do it without the corrupting influence of money.
Get out there and act and take a stand. Show not only that you're an engaged citizen, but that you are a moral human being. You're a moral actor, that you see these things that are going wrong in the world. Go out and do something about it.
We must say no to any more assassinations of U.S. citizens. We must say no to indefinite detention without any semblance of due process, and to the continued drone killings that have made our nation so much less secure.
700,000 bankruptcies in the United States every year because of high medical bills. Nobody takes out bankruptcy because of high medical bills in any other nation in the developed world. No more to unmanned drone attacks, an end to this kowtowing to Wall Street, and a respect for basic civil and human rights.
We need to renegotiate the outrageous free trade agreements and make sure they are fair trade, so that we're not discriminating against those employers who want to hire United States workers.
You're not going to see any difference in the treatment of Wall Street whether you have a Republican or a Democrat in Congress, and anybody who votes for them is voting for a reaffirmation of that status quo. Our government is bought and paid for, and we need to put it to an end.
There hasn't been one person serving time for the massive financial fraud. We know that if it was the public interest, rather than these narrowed special interests that were being served here in Washington, things would be very different, and we would have a government that serves the people, that would be investing in the future of our country, our infrastructure, education. They want an end to wars of aggression, an end to the human rights abuses, an end to this enormous disparity economically in this country, and they want to see jobs.
Why, after all this that's happened, is there not a move in Congress or in the White House to break up the banks that are too large to fail?
This race is also about whether our nation will continue down the road toward totalitarianism. This party, the Justice Party, will fight for the people. So let your voices be heard loudly.
However we come out in this race, it's so important for people to understand the election is not the end of it. It's only the beginning. And for us to exercise our democracy, we have to stay fully engaged, and we need to continue to push.